Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers 2. I think I'm going to wrap up this little mini-series by heading over to, I think it's called Chemic? Yeah, Chemic. So we can go up to the station, I can fast travel over there. And what I want to do is look for some of this more exotic stuff. There's supposed to be uranium over there. Now I did realize I had a little bit of uranium from looting the various POIs. So I did go ahead and I stuck it in there and it's gone now. Interesting. I put it in there and then I turned it off to not use it all. Did it load itself? Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're out of uranium. Yeah, it's not putting out any power. Interesting. Let me search, because I would have swore I put the uranium in there and it disappeared. So maybe that's a bug. If you have a disconnected grid, it deletes the inventory. I don't know. There's a lot of bugs in this, which is one reason I don't really want to keep going. It keeps crashing, doing all kinds of weird stuff, because it's an alpha. But anyway, let's see if we can get to Chemic. I have been rebuilding the spaceship. Went with a dual drill design. I'm just kind of trying to put some finishing touches on it, and then we're going to head out into space. I'm hoping using the little connector on the bottom we can clear as we drill back into stuff. Now I have a light up top. Kind of almost forgot what I was doing on this. So let me do Shift Z to the base. There we go. See if that will. Yeah, I think that'll stop some of the drift. So if you sync your jetpack with Shift Z to your base, you don't drift around as much when you're flying. So as far as down thrust goes, I've only got the 9. I'm not sure that's going to be enough, so I think I'm going to add another block there. I also wanted to get some more lights on this thing, so we're going to do that as well. What do I have in my inventory? I have a little bit of stuff. For lights especially, we're going to need some more construction components. So let's grab a bunch of those. And are we that much out of steel plates? No. They are in the smelter, in this other cargo container. Oh, let's see. For thrusters, I'm going to need lots of pipes. Or steel tubes, as they're known. Let's make like another 30 of those. So I think I'll put another thruster on each side there. I don't think I can get that there. Actually, it does seem to want to snap. Sometimes the tanks are kind of strange. Same with the node junction. Yeah, that will actually work. So maybe I should just do this. Oh, that's strange. I do really like the unified grid, though. It sure makes building a lot easier. Is that the button I want? There we go. Oh, I really wish it would remember its orientation. I know it's alpha. I'm just getting... I'm getting tired. Getting tired of fighting it. Yeah, alright, let's go grab those steel tubes and we'll get some lights put on as well. Then we will head off into space. We're probably going to need lots of tubes. Because these take, 7 and plus 3 metal grids each. So we need 28 tubes. Is it 3? And then 3 metal grids. 12 metal grids. So we're going to need at least another 30 of those. Yeah, we're all out. There we go. And then how are we doing on grids? Not quite enough. See, we needed, was it 12 of those? 3 each times 4. So we're going to need at least 5 more of those. Sure, that works. Alright, let's get this thing finished up. Okay, you're all done. You're all done. Let's get you on there. I haven't looked into numbers as far as one of these versus one of the big ones. What fun would that be? We'll just wing it. And I'm hoping the single hydrogen tank is going to be enough. We'll find out. Okay, then that gives us, we've got 2 thrusters in each direction. And we've got 3 facing up. We've got a bunch facing down. The only real downside is we have like one thruster up front. I'm keeping it low profile. So I don't know what to do about that. I thought about looking goofy and like coming out here and pointing one, head that direction, maybe. So if we went like this, really? You won't let me come out there? Okay, well how about this then? Be all persnickety about it. We could do something like that. It's gonna look dumb, so I think I'll use the other. I'll just use regular conveyors. So we'll come out. We will turn like that. It's gonna look kind of stupid, but I think it'll be functional. Functional enough. Shift R, do that, and then bring that guy around like that. That would give us 3 reverse thrusters. Help us slow down a little better. So we again need a whole bunch of steel tubes. And we need some more of these as well. Right here's a smelter. There you are. So just to highlight the troubles I've had. My thumbnail for like this save, when you go to load your save, was just me grinding something. Like that's when it locked up. I mean, that's when it auto-saved and then it locked up, so I didn't get a good save. It's been a struggle. Alright, we don't need those. We're out of steel tubes again. Should have done the math. At least they are quick to manufacture. Alright, the dumbest looking spaceship ever is almost done. Although this one isn't quite as dumb as some of my usual ships. It's only a little bit dumb, I think. So let's make sure the tank is up. I do have 2 gyroscopes on it, so it should be good. Let's check the battery and the gas. I was going to put lights on it. I forgot about that. Let's put some more lights on it. I think those just take construction components. So if I go to this guy. No? Okay. I guess we'll put you there. Get one on the side here. And we need some forward-facing lights, but I'm not sure how to do that. I'll look up at the front cab. It's on the top of that, so we need to put one on the top of here. And just the welding and grinding is so finicky. It's alpha. I completely get that. I'm just kind of tired of messing with it. Need some more time in the oven. So we'll go to Chemic. We'll see if we can find some uranium. And I think we'll call this mini-series complete. There's going to be more good stuff coming for Space Engineers 2 later this year. So I'll be looking for that. Oh, I need a light under here, don't I? It's going under here, like, light up for landing. Then I have enough for one more light. I kind of want to put 2 spotlights up front if I can. Let's grab another 10. That's not what I wanted to do. Where did my components go? Oh, there they are. Alpha woes. Yeah, so can I put a light right here? Will that interfere with... Will that interfere with the drills? No, it's back behind the drills. I think that'll work. I wanted to have 2 thrusters up here, but there's just not enough room the way I did the drills. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a respectable ship. Alright, we got all that. Let's check the batteries and gas and get the heck out of here. So, if I hop up in my cockpit, easier said than done. We go to the battery. We have 100% battery, and we have 2% fuel. We should probably charge that up. Looks like the base maybe is doing something funky. You shouldn't have any tanks on you because you're atmospheric. I need to rename my base. It's just named Grid right now. Hydrogen tank. And those are set to auto. Gotcha. So they were just balancing off of my tank. Here we go. 100%. If I put that back on auto, does it start emptying? Alright, we have thrustage, we have movage. I can't really take off straight up. Not immediately anyway. Definitely not when we have a full load of ore on. But we can do this. Whee! And we watch our fuel tick down at an alarming rate. And then I think that's the space station. And I've got full reverse thrust. We're just barely losing speed. So once we get up out of the gravity well, we'll start accelerating again. There we go. We're accelerating now. We're up at 0.8 G. Awesome. I'm looking forward to things like hot bars and just little quality of life things like that. So we can set groups, toggle them on and off. All that good stuff. Let's head right for, was it Valation Station? Something like that? Reminds me of like Schoolhouse Rock. What was it? Conjunction Junction? What's your function? Some of you are old enough to know that. There it is, Valation Station. Best in the nation. Oh yeah, that's plenty of slowdown speed. I like it. Alright, I'm going to kill my inertial. We'll just kind of coast on in here. I think this Valation Station is just outside the gravity well. Maybe it's just inside of it. We're still at 0.2 G. I think once we're inside the bubble, we can fast travel. Actually, I haven't really checked that. Yeah, I think we have to be at the station, like inside the bubble, something like that. Then we can fast travel over to Chemic. Drills are ready to munch and find some uranium. Or do I have to be docked at the station? I haven't really tested this. I went over there once. Oh, we can just fast travel. So as long as we're in the safe zone, we just fast travel over to Chemic. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home. Here we are. There's Chemic. Alright, we need to get an epic screenshot with the thumbnails. I don't know if that's epic or not, but it is a screenshot. There we go. Alright, and I think, if I remember right, I can dock here and get free fuel? That's how it worked at Velation Station, anyway. Do you offer free fuel over here? So I don't even see any docks here. Can you not dock at this station? Here's a thought. I can always grab ice and refuel, but I thought I would grab some free fuel. But I don't see any docking connectors on this station like there is on the other one. So that might not be a thing. Let's go look at these big, like, docking clamp things out here. It's just a place to dock. Okay, so no free fuel in Chemic. Got it. So we need to go scan some asteroids. Did I have my ore detector turned off? I can turn that back on. I had that powered off so it wouldn't eat all the ice out of my base. Did I forget to put the ore detector back on? I did. Oh, what a derp. Yeah, I had an ore detector on here and I was redoing it. And I forgot. That's pretty funny. But we'll see if we can find some resources and we'll build an ore detector. We should be able to just visually see some of this stuff. Especially ice. Alright, what have we got for asteroids? There's something out here. Let's go take a look. See what we find. I'll meet you out there. Actually, I don't think it's going to take very long to get out there. We're probably good. Turn off my inertial so I can just coast. It's not too bad though, even with just a single hydrogen tank, at least the way the capacities are now. I got up here and I used like, 15% of my fuel. So. No biggie. Not a problem. Now if I tilt up this way, we should be able to slow down super fast. Use all those bottom thrusters to our advantage. And I think I see some ice over here. Let's go check that out. It's either ice or just light coloring on the rock. Might just be light coloring on the rock. And I bet I forgot the antenna too. I did. I was redesigning this thing and I forgot to put some stuff back. It's okay. Show me your secrets, asteroid. Also, let me turn my helmet light on. Is this just an empty shell? I like how some of these, they look like they've been mined out. I don't know if that's intentional. So we do have a little bit of magnesium over here, which we don't really need. We got some ice, we got some iron. Alright, cool. Is that on the outside, or do I have to dig into the rock? Now I'll spend half an hour trying to find my ship again. Alright, so we need to come over to this side. We know what side of the asteroid the ship is on because there's the station. So we know it's over here somewhere. Alright, we got some ice right there on the outside. Perfect. You guys see my ship over here. Look how tiny that thing is. I'm hoping I can build an ore detector from my backpack. I came up over the edge. Somewhere over here was some ice, right? Turn my lights back on. So I thought I had my lights on. Lights on? Yeah, lights are on. They're just not shining very far. Yeah, I saw ice somewhere. I almost thought about putting a... there it is. Almost thought about putting a GPS marker down. There it is, the ice. Let's grab some of that, and we can refuel ourselves. So we'll just munch on that. There we go. Then somewhere around here was some iron. Man, that O2H2 generator is loud. Alright, if I pull this guy out. Where's that iron I found? We go back to the ice. The iron was right above the ice. And you could easily lose your ship out here. That's why you should put an antenna on it. Alright, so somewhere up here was some iron. Ah, it's right there. See if I can get the shit back in there. We'll just grab a mouthful of that. There it is. Woo! We got lots of up force. I was getting a little jittery, so you do, I think it's Shift F5. Quick save. Let's ease in here and grab some of this iron, and then we'll see what we need to build. An ore detector and an antenna. There we go. That's like almost 2 tons of iron. Alright, ore detector takes what? Oh, we need copper and stuff. Copper, iron, silicon. Well, we got the iron. And then what about an antenna? That's on here somewhere. Stick you on there. You just take iron and silicon. Alright. So if we can find some copper and some silicon, we're golden. All we have here is iron and magnesium. That's okay. There we go. Alright, let's back on out of here. My goofy looking ship. Actually, that'd be kind of a cool screenshot. Let's get back in here in this asteroid. Yeah, there we go. Now, there's a thumbnail. I'm going to do some more hunting around, and I'll see you at the next asteroid where there's hopefully some stuff we can use. Well, I didn't find any resources here, but look at how cool is this, man. We're inside an asteroid. Pop out this little hole, and boom, there's a planet. Pretty darn cool. Well done, Keen. Well done. Well, I've lost my ship, but I found some titanium. So there's that. Let's do a GPS mark. Add marker. Asteroid titanium. There we go. Cool beans. Well, I've been looking around for asteroids, and I stumbled upon one. It has a hydrogen production facility on it. So they found themselves a whole bunch of ice, and they're turning that into hydrogen, it looks like. There's probably a mission to come here and do something, because I see stuff that needs repaired. But what I'm going to do is steal some parts and make myself an ore detector and an antenna, get those finished up. So let's go have a little look around. We need some copper and silicon. Nickel, iron. Actually, I found some copper on an asteroid. I just need silicon. Alright, magnesium we don't need. They've got themselves a little mine here, too. Yeah, they built this up to look like it's going to do something. Pretty cool. Do we have anything through here? More copper. I might just have to find some components. Not seeing silicon anywhere. I think I just went in a big circle, though. Nice. Alright, let's go see what actual components we need. Finish up this ore detector and antenna. Ooh. Well, it's not going to work now, randomly. Oh, there it is. Okay. We need a wire and electronic parts. 2 wire, 1 electronic part. And for this guy, if I can manage to get it, gotta find the magic pixel. Okay, so we need like 5 electronic parts and 2 wire. Got it. Okay, it's time to go borrow some stuff. So this door, it happens to have some stuff. Will be nice and not take their front door though. This has electronic parts. What else we got here? This has just some steel plates in it. We got some compressors. Power module. All kinds of stuff we don't need. Yeah, this is just compressors and whatnot. Yeah, all the same stuff. All right, we're going to take this door to the bathroom. Hey, we got a jetpack fuel tank. I'll take that, actually. You're just construction components. All right, we'll take the door. And we just need 5 wire. Or no, it was 5 electrical components. That's got wire in it. That battery does. Anything else electrical back here? You know what? I'll take the ice. Mind if I do? And a suit battery. Do we need an extra one of those? Sure, why not? You have... I saw something that had electronic parts. You got all kinds of electronic parts. There we go. That's all those we need. Now we just need some wire. Only place I've seen wire is the battery. I think we might have to take one of the batteries apart. If I can find my way out of here. Yeah, so we got this battery here. That's only 4 wire though. All right, we'll make wire with the copper. We have copper in the ship. Let's see if this will let us get that stuff welded up. I'll grab some copper out of the ship. I think we might be good to go. We were just missing the silicon. Oh shoot, it's got that bug too. I thought it was just the T connector. Apparently something else causes the drills to flip out as well. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this welded up. Alright, I did need a little bit of iron for the...
Inventory full.
Yeah. Don't I have electronic parts on me? Come on, game. I'm just not close enough? What's going on here? There we are. Magic pixel acquired. Then we just need a little bit of, oops, need a little bit of not hitting X. Now we're going to find the magic pixel on the ore detector here. Hello? Oh, I had it. Come on. This is why I want to take a break from SE2, because I've had enough alpha for a while. I've got too many other games that just work. It's fun, but we need to let it bake. Come on. Come on. I know a lot of you are going to be, if you just hold your tongue right and take 3 steps to your left and bend your ear, it works fine. Oh, I had it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I had it. It was so close. Where is that magic pixel? Come here, you. So frustrating. It's like right there. It just won't weld. The heck was that? Is that my cell phone and my headphone wires? Was. If you didn't hear anything, then that was my cell phone. Oh, come on. Seriously? 5 minutes of the video is going to be me trying to weld up this ore detector. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I reloaded my game, and I was able to weld it up. What? Oh, what a goofy system. Alright, let's go find some uranium. How about that? I like that idea. We got all kinds of stuff here. We don't necessarily need that, in theory. I do want to put this stuff somewhere, so let me just drop all this. Perfect. Actually, let me drop those extras too. Alright, there are other asteroids out there. That's the station, so that's where I came from. I'm going to go searching now that I have an ore detector. See if I can't find some asteroids. So I'm going to accelerate using these thrusters. Then we'll point at that asteroid. Beautiful. See you there. A whole bunch of unknown signals out here in space. It's coming over to this asteroid and they just kept popping up. Must be little mining outposts, I guess. 3 of them right over here. We'll check this one out and then I want to go hit up that asteroid. I did pick up some titanium. And I grabbed some silicon off an asteroid, so we've got basic building materials to use. I would like to find some uranium, though. I guess this is on the way to the unknown signal, so we'll go here first. Let's go see what this asteroid has to offer. It's a big one. See a big patch of something over there. Silicon, maybe? Hard to tell from this distance. Big old patch of nickel. And lead. Some of these asteroid deposits are huge. But I'm getting kind of low on space. I filled up nearly everything. So I just kind of want to find some uranium. This is all stuff we can find on the planet, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus, I just want to find some uranium, go back home, and that's really the only goal for this episode. I did refill my tanks, flicked on my O2H2 for a bit. How are we doing on ice, by the way? Move that into there. It wouldn't hurt to grab like another ton of ice. It's right here in front of me. There's some platinum. I don't remember if I got platinum. There we go. Grab like another ton of ice. Alright, what else you got for me, asteroid? Got any of that there uranium? What I've been doing is just kind of flying around the outside of these, scanning. Some of them are hollow. Lots of stuff inside. There's a big old iron patch. It's that nickel and stuff again. There's anything on this piece. Just an empty husk. Alright, let's go check the far side of this big boy. Come on, uranium. Wonder if you have to go like really far to find it, because I'm not having any luck so far. Alright, not much here. As far as uranium goes. I've been kind of roughly heading towards that gas giant over there. So I'm going to head over to this unknown signal and check that out. And we'll keep on looking. I would like to end this by finding some uranium and getting back home with it. It's really weird that it disappeared from that inventory. I need to do some testing around that, I guess. But I know I had like, I think it was 20 uranium that I looted from the planet. And I put it in the reactor, and I had the reactor running for a little bit, and I turned off the reactor. So that was weird. I don't know what happened there. Or maybe it eats like 10 at a time, and it happened to chew through that 20, and then I turned it off and didn't actually have any. Not sure. If you've had stuff disappear like that, let me know. Let's go see what this unknown signal is like. I'm keeping an eye on the clock because I got to work here in about an hour. It's a little after 9 p.m. and I got to work at 10 p.m. The life of an IT engineer is never over. I don't have to do too much night work, but it does crop up occasionally. Alright, we have some kind of facility on here. It's also a decent sized asteroid. Must not be any ore because I'm not seeing anything show up on the old scanneroo. Hello? Unknown signal. Okay. Aha! There is a little base in here. It's got red lights on it. Is that bad? I don't think there's any hostilities yet in Vertical Slice 2, but it's like it's been attacked, actually. I think I saw a huge hole in the base. Well, maybe they have some uranium in storage. Let's go take a look. Get the light shining on this thing. Doesn't look like... Yeah, there's actually a fire in there. Wow. Go check this out. Junk. Alright, you stay there, ship. What's going on in here? Yeah, they've got attack. There's no power. Cut our way in. A lot of times there's a battery in here. Nope, just a cargo container. Got some mainframes. Power module. Let's take that in case there's a battery around here somewhere. Usually there's a battery you can power up so you can get in the door. Oh, that's neat. So they must have flame emitters? Maybe it turns off when you try to weld it? I'm not sure how that works. It's interesting. Makes it look cool. Yeah, this place has seen better days. So there is a battery. But to put the ironically, to put the battery power in, we need to get to the other side of this door. So there is that. Door not functional. Why is door not functional? That has power. I guess it would have power because the gravity generator was working. Yeah, weird. I don't know. I don't think they're going to have any uranium here, though. I don't see any sign of like a reactor core or anything. We'll loot them for all they're worth, though. Alright, no uranium, so the search continues. See you in a bit. One thing I don't understand about Space Engineers 2 flight mechanics, I have three thrusters pointing backwards, and I have 3 thrusters pointing forwards. And I can decelerate way faster than I can accelerate. Does that seem right to you? Doesn't seem right to me. Alright, we have some gold. And we have some iron. Lots of iron. Is that all the goodies you got for me? I don't feel like I'm going to find uranium on some little tiny rock in the middle of nowhere. But not you, apparently. Fair enough. Iron, iron, iron. Alright, let's check this end. And I don't think there's anything here. Maybe doing all this searching and it's only down on the surface. That'd be funny. I have heard, like on discussion groups, that people have found it in space, in asteroids. So that's what I'm basing my my belief on. Well, I guess I'm gonna head out into the deep blue yonder a little further. We'll see what's out here. There's another asteroid right over there. Little bitty guy over there too. I wonder if it's on these little bitty guys. I just happen to be missing them. Let me get over here and we'll take a look. I may just have to call this quits. You know, I was flying along and I think I found a ship. Still no uranium. Yeah, it's an unknown signal and it looks like a ship. Let's go check that out. Maybe they have some uranium we could borrow. I did pick up a little bit of chromium because it was there, so I don't think I had picked up any chromium before. The drills are going nuts. That happens. But I made a group, so if I just turn them off, turn them back on. Think. No, they're still flipping out. Alright, cool. I'll turn those off. Drills powered off. There we go. So check out this ship. And if I don't find any uranium on the ship, I think I'll just call it an episode and end to the series because I've got to work here in about 15 minutes and I don't really want to pick this up again. Is this a ship or a... That's cool. I didn't know there were ship encounters. That looks like pieces of a ship. Very neat. Let me grab a screenshot of that. Alright, well let's go have a little look-see. Direction am I pointing? There we go. Yeah, it's not a very big ship. Nice design though. It's got an actual built cockpit with the control seat. Yeah, they get hit hard by something. Stairs. Here's a cargo container. I don't think there's ownership yet. But it's non-functional. So we need some basics. We just fix that up real quick. Only a steel plate. That's all steel plate. No construction components. It's wanting the motor. I think I've got that in my ship. Let's fix it up and see if there's anything in it. Hopefully there's some goodies. Yeah, there's some motors, construction components. Let's just grab that stuff. Keep the battery on me in case we need to keep the wire. Throw the main frames in here somewhere. Nope. No, we're pretty much full up, except for ore. Nope, that is stairs. Keep going to the wrong one. Oh, it's empty. That's a bummer. Okay, so I think we have magnetic boots. Yeah, do these effects? Like, I don't know if that's surely got to be something that they've added. Because when I grind stuff down, it doesn't start sparking. Ooh, that's got some. It's got some good stuff in it. Do you happen to have a reactor anywhere? It's something making power, because that works. We got some hard drives. Not sure what those are good for, but we'll take them. What's it called? A reactor? Yeah, I don't see anything on here called reactor. We have a crate, one cargo container apparently attached to this grid. Assuming the one floating out in space would not be showing up there. I get my boots to stick again. That battery has seen better times. There's the other cargo. And you're empty as well. Well, thanks for nothing, ship. There's a little tiny battery there. You the one powering all this stuff? That's cool, though. This would have been a neat little ship before it was blown up. Looks like it has a sort of a ramp here. Of course, we don't have hinges or anything yet, so it wouldn't have been functional, but that's still cool. Neat. I didn't know you could find crashed ships out here. That is pretty cool. But I am going to wrap it up here. I need to get to work here soon, and just can't be bothered. I tried to find uranium. I've heard, I was looking in discussions while I was traveling between asteroids. I've heard on the volcanoes you can also find uranium, so if we went down the surface, probably could have found some. But anyway, we're going to let Space Engineers 2 cook in the oven a little longer. I will definitely be back when they get some more updates in. And I thank you for watching this little mini-series. Hope to catch you in the next adventure. Thanks as always for watching. Bye-bye.